Hey everyone, first we're going to start off with a horizon line. This will be the line where the sky meets the ground. Please use a straight edge of something. If you have a ruler, I'm using a folder because that has a nice straight edge on it. And make your horizon line somewhere in the middle of your paper. I put it a little bit lower. It's up to you. Next up, you need your two vanishing points. Now put those very close to the edge of the paper on the right side and the left side, and make sure they're both on the horizon line. The next step is to draw a vertical line towards the left side of your paper. I put it a couple inches away from the edge of the paper, straight up and down. Start your line towards the top and then bring it almost all the way to the bottom. Notice it does not touch the top and the bottom of the page. Your next step is to connect this vertical line to your vanishing points on the left side and the right side. So you're going to connect the top of your line and the bottom of your line to both vanishing points. You definitely want to use a straight edge for this part. Now you're going to add the left and right side of your building. You're going to need a straight line up and down, a vertical line on the left and the right side. Otherwise, your building would just go on forever. Make a couple of little marks on the receding lines where you want to put the edges of your building. Put the right side of your building farther out. Your straight edge should be lined up with the left side of your paper when you're drawing your left side. Notice straight up and down the best you can. Same with the right side. Line it up with the vertical edge of the paper so you know what straight up and down is going to be. Now my building is complete. I just need to erase my horizon line where it goes through the building. I'm also going to erase the lines that go from the corners of my building to the vanishing point. I don't need those lines anymore. I'm going to keep the bottom lines because those are the lines for the road that this building is on. Now I'm going to add a building to the right side just because it's looking a little plain on that side. I'm going to do the same exact process that I just did with my first building, but this time my corner line, the first vertical line, is not going to be so tall because it's farther away. It goes from the street straight up. Just like I did before, I got to connect the top and the bottom to both vanishing points. I finish it off with the left and the right side, and bam, I have another building. You could also add things like trees or people walking down the street, whatever you want to add to your city. Just remember, if it's closer to the vanishing point, it's going to be smaller. It's farther away. If it's closer to you, the edge of your building, then it's going to be bigger or taller. Play around with it. Have fun adding some details to this street scene. Now I'm going to add doors and windows to the left side of my main building. Just keep in mind when you're drawing these that the tops and the bottom edges of the windows are going to point to the vanishing point on that side of the building. So the left vanishing point for this one. Then the left and right side of your doors and windows are just going to be straight up and down. Use your straight edge to make it look more realistic. On the right side of that main building, this is the fun part. You get to add your mural design. This should be a message to your community. They are the audience for this public artwork. Once you have decided on your message, you can draw a couple of guiding lines for the top and bottom. It could be words, it could be pictures. Honestly, your mural could be anything, as long as you are sending a message to your community. The message I chose for mine was be kind. I looked at some different lettering styles. You can get inspired by graffiti artists or other kinds of lettering. It's up to you. Have fun with this part. Once you're done drawing out your mural design, the next step is to add details and color. Again, have fun with this part. Your city scene can look however you want it to look. Maybe there's a person walking a dog. Maybe there's a different kind of a store. Be creative. Have fun. Make it neat and complete. And you're done. You should have a colorful drawing of a 3D building with a mural for the community. Get creative with what you put around the building and in the sky. And in the lower right corner, we need your name. Cool. Great job. Let me know if you have questions.